There's someone at the door! Is that our ingredients for chicken pot pie?
This is the ingredients for the chicken pot pie.
Nice! Finally arrived!
Thank God it came in time.
Right, so what's in there? All I see is an anal pump.
What's up everybody, I'm Rupert.
I'm Charlie, and we're the Avery twins.
Welcome back to another episode. What are we making, Charles?
We are making chicken pot pie.
Yes, we are indeed. It's something that you can share with your friends or eat on your own on the sofa. We don't know. It's waiting for what you decide.
We just know it tastes good.
Step one, grab a chicken.
Grab yourself a big old bird. Right, so we're using a whole chicken for our chicken pot pie, and what we're going to do is we are going to spatchcock this chicken. So basically all spatchcocking is basically cutting out its spinal cord. So
Oh yeah, I've done this before.
we're going to flip.
Yeah, I can do this.
You can do this, I know you can do this. You've done, yeah. We're going to flip over our bird, we're going to place it here, we're going to use our scissors, and we're going
It's
to...
so weird.
It's weird.
Chickens are so weird.
It kind of looks like a weird baby, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
Right, so we're going to just cut up this way and cut up this way. Yeah?
Spatchcock a chicken.
Let's go. Wash our dirty hands, because we don't want to get any of that salmonella. Nice.
Taking out the spine.
Taking out that spinal cord there, John. Yeah, be careful, you don't want to hold it. Make sure you don't cut in too much of the flesh.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, good. Yes. So make sure you get some good serrated scissors for this one, like good kitchen scissors. And cut that spinal
Just
cord.
with those scissors you get in school.
Yeah, literally, right? Perfect. And what we're going to do is... You finish him. Yeah, literally.
Ripping out his spine.
Mortal Kombat style. So with the spine, you can always keep it in the freezer with other chicken bones you may have accumulated and then use it for stock. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to roast it right next to the chicken, because we're going to use that, whatever leftover resting juices it has, and we're going to make that as our nice little stock. Just one little tap just down where the sort of spine is to help us flatten it out. And we're going to go some nice generous drizzles of olive oil, and we're going to season inside that carcass bit there. Yes, from height. Yes, yes, yes. So if you had fresh thyme, which I forgot in my arsenal, then you would place some of that fresh thyme. Now we need that pepper because we're going to season the other side. So we're going to flip over the chicken that we've seasoned inside the cavity there. We're going to flip that over there. Can you just stretch over the paper, please? Right, thank you. Push down, and it should hear like a nice little crack. We're going to go again with the olive oil. And all we're going to do is we're going to just roast this chicken. We're just going to roast it until it's kind of cooked through, and then we're going to shred all the meat. So we've got nice bits of white meat, nice bits of dark meat going through our chicken pot pie. And then whatever juices we have left over in here, we're going to be using that in our nice little base. So we can crack on with just maximising those flavours. So this goes in. Probably give this like, what, 50 minutes to an hour maybe. I think that would be good. I've preheated the oven to about 180, and we're going to go straight in with our nice chicken. Let's get. Right, now we're going to wipe down our area, and then we're going to go on to step 2. See you there. Okay, right, so we're on
Step 2. We're going to be making our own pastry.
Step 2, we're
not copping out.
Step 2, we are making our own puff pastry. So we're going to weigh out 250 grams of plain flour. Woo! Yeah, cooking.
Do you really have to do it like...
Okay, fine.
250.
I didn't know we were on.
Come on, we're going. Let's go.
Let's seize the day. Alright, so we've weighed 250 grams of plain flour, and now we're going to sieve it into another bowl. Woo! Now we have 250 grams of butter. It's 250 grams, that's the weight of the whole packet, so it's one block of butter.
One whole block.
Yes. So, gonna cube it up nice. Also, you can put a nice hefty pinch of kosher salt in there, my good man. You're a loser. We're gonna cut our butter into nice cubes.
Fantastic. You want to crumble that together?
I want you to crumble that up. Crumble that up good there. Make sure all that butter is nicely incorporated. And you really want to use good quality butter here. Don't skimp out. And also you want the butter to be really cold. You can even put it in the freezer and then you can grate it. And then that will just be really nice. Get in there good.
Stop talking to me like that. Stop doing those weird hand gestures.
I'm passionate about this. Use your fingertip, 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 fingertip. How much salt do you put in? A couple of pinches?
Yeah, 2 pinches. Get out of my face. Get out of my personal area. I'm out of your personal area.
Would you like a hot one? I don't want a hot one. I apologise for his behaviour.
He's an arsehole.
But we all knew that. We all knew that. You can hear a stream of piss from here.
Now that you've turned your nice pastry or bread and flour into a crumb,
We're going to add in,
breadcrumb-like consistency, we're going to, I don't know what I was stumbling for.
we're going to add in some water.
We're gonna add on our water.
Only a little bit. We're going to add in there. Right, so once the egg comes into a sort of doughy consistency, right, so now we're going to have our dough here. And we're going to cling film it. Right, so come on, little Leroy. Right, in there, like so.
Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins. Right, let's go. No.
Wait, what do you?
No, you're f***ing with. No, you're not supposed to roll it like
I'm not
that.
rolling.
Be gentle with it. Leave Leroy alone.
Right. Step 3.
Step 3.
See what step 3 has chickens, okay?
Looking good. Right, so we are on step 3, which is going to be preparing
Preparing our vegetables. So for our vegetables,
Hey, get out of my face.
we have a variety of different things.
You don't know what the hell we're doing.
That is true.
Right, so for our base, you need to be on this side, I'm sorry. I need you to, we're going to basically just chop all of our veggies, and what we're going to be using are onions, some garlic, some celery.
Do you want a dice?
I want a nice dice. You can put the peelings in here. So we're going to go with some onions, some garlic, celery, yeah, some couple of things of celery, and some leeks. You can put carrots in there if you want to, but I'm just going to put, as what we say, a white mirepoix, so we're just going to use white vegetables, because personally I don't like the carrots in there, but that's just me. But you can put carrots in there if you prefer. I'm going to peel you some garlic. So we'll go in with 2 onions. And
Am I putting it into this bowl? Am I putting it into this bowl?
put it into that bowl, and then I'm going to do like, yeah, maybe like half a bulb of garlic, so maybe like 6 cloves I think are good.
That bird doing? What's that bird saying?
Not much, because it's dead. So what we're going to do is when we chop our garlic, we're just going to crush the garlic down and then just roughly chop through it, you know, because we're going to sweat these down. So we're going to cut the leek down the middle, and then we're just going to roughly chop, just like so. It's, I mean, yeah, I can't really see. You can always sort of split it open and see if there's sandy bits in there.
How
But
thick are we going?
I think, yeah, about that thick is good. Maybe a little bit thinner than that. Yeah, about there, yeah, good. And then celery. So think about celery. The outside of the celery is always good for, yeah, things like bologneses or stocks or things like that. And then the inside of the celery, the sort of more whiter part, is good for like crudités or eating like that, because it's less bitter. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to top and tail these, just like so. Going to get a peeler. No. And we're just going to just peel the outside of this celery. That way we're not going to have any of those sort of wiry bits. And then I've got some lovely fresh parsley here.
It's a celery.
Sorry, it's a celery. So with the stalks, I'm just going to cut a little bit of the stalks off, and then I'm just going to just run my knife through the stalks, and then we're just going to put that through when we're sauteing our veg as well, just to maximise on that flavour, because I think parsley stalks are just so underused, and they have so much flavour. The same with coriander stalks and things like that. Always whack them in there if you can. And then in a bowl, all of our veg is there, ready to then put into a saucepan and saute.
So now that you've chopped all your veg up,
a nice big pot on a medium-high heat. Bring it up to temperature. We're going to drizzle some olive oil in there. So you want to make sure that you put it on a high heat, so when we add the vegetables or put the oil in, then you want to hear the sizzle straight away. That way we're going to just sort of, saute those off for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then we're going to start making our base for our amazing sauce.
What she said.
Now, the pot is on a high heat. Olive oil. Just a touch. No, just enough. You want to coat that. Maybe 3 tablespoons. Drop it in, man. Oh God! We're going to sweat that down for about 5 to 10 minutes until it starts to, the onions start to be see-through, starts to smell good. Cool. So now that we've continued to saute our veg stock, I'm just putting it on. It's been about 5 minutes. The veg is really softened up now, and we've just put a lid on there. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to add a little tiny knob of butter. Turn the heat down to a medium now, and also what I've got here is 1 pint of chicken stock, and you can use vegetable stock if you wanted to, or anything like that. But we're not going to add that just yet. Just going to have that on the side ready, because we're also going to be adding the resting juices from our chicken once it's out and ready from the oven. Now with step 4. So step 3, we cut and sauteed our vegetables, and now step 4, we're going to be making our sauce. So now that we've sauteed and caramelized it off, so what we're going to do is we're going to be adding our plain flour. So what we're going to be doing is we have our vegetables in the bottom there. They're nice and caramelizing, tasting delicious. So we're just going to add a tablespoon of flour, and then we're going to add in our stock, and this is going to help thicken our sauce, so it's not going to be runny. So we'll go 1.5 tablespoons with plain flour in there, and make sure that we coat all of our vegetables, and then we're going to be adding our stock and our cream, and then that's going to be ready to be adding our lovely chicken and all of our nice other things.
That's good.
So we're going to add in just half of our stock. There's it. So you want to hear that sizzling straight away. Add in the rest of our stock. Fantastic. So we've added half a litre of our chicken stock. So our chicken, I've just had a little check on it. It's ready, because we're still yet to shred it. And then, as we can see, we've got loads of lovely the juices from the chicken in the bottom of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to tip that in as well, because that's just lovely flavour. So without harming the chicken, just try and hold it in place. We're going to tip that in. And then we're going to leave the chicken to rest now on the side, and then we're going to shred that up and then add it later. Now we're going to go in with 200 millilitres of milk, and then 200 millilitres of double cream as well.
A whole thing of cream.
And then also, I like to just jazz up a little bit. I'm going to be adding in just half a tablespoon of Coleman's mustard. And then that is our sauce pretty much ready and done. And the only thing we need to do now is just shred our chicken, add it to that sauce, put in some peas, and then maybe we'll chop some broccoli through there as well. And then that's ready to sort of bake in the oven now.
So, okay, you've made it this far.
So,
step 5.
The sauce is done on the side. The chicken is now
done and rested.
It's resting, and we're cooling down so we don't burn our hands when we start shredding it. So now we're going to tend to our pastry. So here he is. We're going to take off our cling film. Leroy Jenkins. Right, so we're going to sprinkle some flour. No, because you've got really hot hands, and I don't need that in my life. So dust some plain flour over the top, and we're just going to basically roll it flat. So you're going to see some sort of like buttery bits and stuff like that, and then basically we're going to fold it over, turn it to the side, and we've got to work quick with this because we don't want the butter to melt and stuff. So a bit more flour.
It's just to work harder and faster, boy.
Come on, boy.
Fold again. Fold again. Start rolling up. See how nice it looks now? See, you've got to trust in the process, young sir. And then we're going to just do the same again. Fold, fold, and then we're just going to press it down like this. Make it into a lovely square. Touch more flour. Just round over the top, smooth it out. And then we're going to cling film this square bit, and then we're going to let it rest again for another 20 minutes. So it's nice and cool. Bye, little Leroy. Leroy Jenkins. Okay, now it's time to shred chicken and then finish the sauce, and then we're nearly there. Step 6. So we're going to be shredding our chicken. So once it's cooled down, we're just going to place a little bowl here, and then we're just going to cut it up into pieces, and then just shred all the meat off the bone. Discard the bones because they're all done with now, and then we're just going to place all of our cooked chicken, shredded cooked chicken, into our sauce along with everything else that we're going to just put in it. So with the chicken, you can leave the skin on, take the legs off, and then yeah, just pretty much rip it straight up. So even if you didn't want to roast it, you could even like poach it or boil it this way, but as long as you just get these nice little shredded bits of chicken, perfect. So when you allow that chicken to rest, you almost want to just pull it out of the oven just while it's still slightly underdone, and then that way when it rests it's going to come up and it's still going to be nice and juicy and perfectly cooked. So
Right, now that we've shredded our chicken,
our sauce is there. We're going to put all of our shredded chicken into the sauce like so. So it's all coming together, and then I've got about a cup and a half of some frozen peas that goes directly in. Then I've got 1 head of broccoli. So I'm just going to cut the stalk off, and all I want from this broccoli is just the florets. So we're just going to really just take the tops off really, and then you can just run your knife through it. So we just get really nice little small bits.
I'm just going to put that in as well.
I'm just going to put that directly in. And yeah, it's raw, but because we've chopped it up fine, as we bake the pastry and everything comes up together and bubbles, that's when it's going to cook. And I think broccoli sort of half done, al dente, is just the nicest.
Yeah, you want a
way
bit
to
of
have it.
crunch through your broccoli, to be honest.
Yeah.
You don't want it mushy.
I'm going to do as
Whack
well.
it in there.
Broccoli goes in. And you want the sauce to be really kind of thick. You don't want it to be too loose.
Yeah, that's nice and thick.
And then we're going to just rip off some parsley here. And
A bit of
then
lemon juice in there.
we're going to zest it.
Zest of half a lemon.
No, zest of a whole lemon and then just juice of a half.
Shut up!
Bunch up all the parsley, run your knife through. Chop it up nice and good. Sorry. Just going to get that. Christ, this is huge. Oh yeah, we're not messing around here, man. Flatten it out, and now we're ready to roll our puff pastry.
Step 7.
Just
Off.
why do you keep guarding your layer?
I'm doing it.
Okay. Right, so we've got to be quick here. So puff pastry comes down, and we're just gonna roll it down to the thickness of about a £2 coin. Who even deals in coins anyway nowadays?
Oh.
Everyone's on the crypto thing. You make freaking bitcoins. So if it starts to if it's hot like it is today, then yeah, you want to work doubly as fast. So you just want to make sure that it's not sticking, because the more we mess around with it, the more that butter's going to melt, and then that puff pastry is not going to rise, and then we have issues. And we don't want issues. Right. Flour, bring the pie dish. Right. Roll up. Roll up. Over the top. Hold up. Over the top, over the top, over the top, over the top. Cool. Rip that bit off. Put it there. I like to just fold these bits in, so it looks a bit rough, because I like it rough. It's supposed to look.
You want it to look kind of medieval. Do you know what I mean? Off with her head. Something you'd find in the Tower of London. Something the Queen would eat after she's beheaded someone.
Right. Egg wash those side bits so it doesn't burn. How long do we put it in for? Until the pastry is cooked and golden brown. Let's go! In we go.
And we will see you in how many minutes, Charles?
About 15-20 minutes.
See you in 15 minutes for the result.
The pie is done. The pie is done. Whoa, my goodness!
I have to say, my little cross in there makes it.
Oh, she's good.
I think we should take a photo of this first and some B-roll. I'm sorry, what?
There we have it then, people. This is our pie.
Should we do the taste test?
Delicious.
Is it good?
That was a proper pie.
Right, so there you have it then, guys. That was our version of a chicken pot pie. Thank you so much for watching this video. As always, the links are down below, and also the recipe is down below with the ingredients. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, push that notification button if you want to see more. And also send us your pictures if you make it. We'd love to see them.
Yeah, definitely give this one a go. I think it's such a nice one to sort of share with your friends and family. Making pastry, it's not as daunting as it looks, and it makes just that makes the dish so much more uplifting and delicious. So
More homely and homemade.
here we
I
go.
would say. Right, we will see you in the next one. Peace out.
Spin.
It's called the spin.
This is some alien technology that we've received. We've gotten hold of it, and you put your egg in here, and you want to encase it, and then you want to lock it in, and then
Just don't go mad, because if it unlocks,
you put the egg in. Does it go this way? Oh, mate, why does... And there's your egg! Oh, Christ. Jesus.
what would you rate it?
I'd rate it nothing out of 10.
It's on the ceiling.
Oh.